The Historian's Apprentice is part of the MindSpark series on analyzing primary sources. To find them, click on Readings, select a subject, conduct a search, and then look for those resources that are labeled as 200 minutes in duration. Here we see Reading, Primary Source Analysis. This one is from Historian's Apprentice. The Historian's Apprentice includes 10 primary source documents that the students need to analyze, as well as 2 secondary source documents. It's a great way to get students to cultivate the skills of what a historian actually goes through, sourcing and contextualize information, using different primary sources to corroborate the other primary sources, ultimately creating a narrative which the students express in a document-based question. The students can analyze the primary sources. The visual primary sources launch our image examiner, where they're allowed to use the magnifying glass to analyze the sources. The textual primary sources also can be analyzed, culminating in the students interpreting meanings and understanding point of view, and they're able to input all of this information, here's corroborating sources, into the system as they proceed through from one document to the next. They move along until they get to the secondary sources, and what's really unique about this activities is the way we use secondary sources. They represent different points of view from historians, so it really plays up this idea that historians working from similar documents may come to entirely different conclusions. And look at this activity. Here the students actually choose primary sources that support a particular interpretation. So they're looking at a secondary source and then finding the primary sources that support that. These units emphasize habits of historical thinking, and we focus on 5 habits of historical thinking. History is not the past itself, the detective model, time continuity and change, cause and effect, and grasping other points of view. These are all played out in a PowerPoint presentation which you can download that focuses on the particular area and shows how those primary source concepts apply in this particular context. Historian's Apprentice is a great way to get students thinking about what historians actually do, to emphasize the habits of historical thinking, to have them work not only with primary sources, but also with secondary sources.